Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, January 13th, 2021, is from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 29 through 34. Here's verse 29 and following. And immediately he left the synagogue and entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. Now Simon's mother-in-law lay ill with a fever, and immediately they told him about her. And he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up, and the fever left her, and she began to serve them. In this text, we learn that no illness is too small for Jesus to be concerned about or to heal. Simon's mother-in-law lay ill with a fever. That's it, a fever. And Jesus is told about her. It's like a prayer when we lift up somebody's name with their illness to the Lord. And Jesus was concerned. Jesus healed her. Again, no illness is too small to be brought to Jesus' attention for healing. Verse 32 and following. That evening at sundown, they brought to him all who were sick or oppressed by demons. And the whole city was gathered together at the door. And he healed many who were sick with various diseases and cast out many. And he would not permit the demons to speak because they knew him. Well, here we have in this text, Jesus welcomed all who were brought to him with all their various illnesses or oppressions by demons. He welcomed them all. That's what Jesus does. And we must remember that and not try to select who we think is worthy to come to Jesus or who we think should or shouldn't be told about him. Our job is to simply tell people about Jesus or bring people to where Jesus is so they may hear about him, they may learn about him, they may fall in love with him, they may be converted in faith. So Jesus heals them, many of them, and casts out many demons, our text tells us. Again, Jesus shows his power. Power over illness, power over unclean spirits. I think it's important for us to also realize that when they came to Jesus to be healed or cleansed, Jesus did just that, so that they were no longer like they were when they were brought to him. Some would have us believe that Jesus welcomes us as we are and that it's okay to be like we were when, after we were brought to Jesus, after he healed us. And the truth is, Jesus changes us in our healing. We are no longer ill. We are no longer oppressed. And we are no longer, living in sin. Jesus has healed us from those things. And when he heals us, we're different. And going back to the way we were is not what Jesus desires. We are healed or cleansed to live a new life, a repentant and sin-free life. It's not okay for us, to remain in our old sinful ways. We have been given freedom in our healing to live differently, to live sin-free, to not go back to those old ways, but to strike out in a new way. In what way has Jesus healed you? In what way can you identify that because of faith in Jesus, you're different than you were before you knew Jesus? Go in peace. Serve the Lord.